Today we're going to compare the Nuna Demi Next and the Uppababy Vista V3, two well-built, larger-sized, tandem-capable strollers from premium brands. So let's jump straight into it then, looking at the advantages and disadvantages of each model in turn, and focusing on their differences in terms of child comfort, ease of use, and driving characteristics, before ending with a discussion of which factors might make one a better purchase over the other. And starting off with the Demi Next, the model clocks in at 15 kilos and folds down to 62 by 63 by 88 centimeters with the seat attached. It can carry 22 kilos in the seat and 10 in the underslung storage basket. When it comes to child comfort, the Demi Next has a bucket seat with an adjustable leg rest that's shiftable between a nicely vertical upright position and a full recline, suitable for children older than 6 months. As far as the size of the seat goes, the Demi Next is a bit on the small side, unfortunately, with a width of 28 centimeters and a length for the sitting surface, meaning the combined lengths of the backboard, baseboard, and leg rest, of 97, where a lack of space between the 50 centimeter backboard and the canopy is a limiting factor with regards to headroom for older toddlers, while the distance of 42 centimeters between the baseboard and front frame mounted footrest is a bit too long for children before this, should they have outgrown the leg rest. As far as other aspects of the seat are concerned, the textiles are durable and premium feeling, and the model comes with a removable seat liner covering a large mesh window in the seat back, providing added ventilation in warmer climates. The harness is easy to use, being magnetic and also having no rethread shoulder straps, though the bumper bar doesn't swivel 360 degrees, which I find a little annoying. As far as the canopy is concerned, it has multiple ventilation windows, is extendable and provides great sun coverage, and also comes with a nifty sun drape / insect netting zipped into the front. For the newborn period, there's a bassinet available for the Demi-Grow, as well as car seat adapters that are compatible with a variety of brands. Note that if you're having trouble figuring out car seat compatibility, we have a guide on our Patreon page. In addition, the Demi Next is also tandem capable, with the ability to mount a second seat, car seat, or bassinet in the shopping basket, where I'd note that while some parents seem to dislike this idea, this position is not really lower than seating a kid on the front frame, and both children are closer to you, and thus easier to attend to. Moving on to parent comfort, the Demi Next handle is adjustable between 104 and 111 centimeters, while its shopping basket is quite large and pleasantly easy to access. As far as folding is concerned, the process is straightforward, but does have a few negatives, in that it requires 2 hands, and the model can only fold down compactly with one seat attached facing forwards, not when reversed, with the bassinet or a car seat attached, or in its tandem configurations. On top of this, the Demi Next is also quite large and heavy, making it not the sort of stroller that you'll want to load in and out of the car very often, or carry long distances. When it comes to the feel of using the model, the Demi Next is pleasantly tight in its hinges and connection points and has a hardy, solid feel, the sort of stroller that you can push over rougher ground without worry of too much wear. Wheel size is great on the Demi Next, 12 inches in the back and 8.5 in the front, and the model also has 2 modes of suspension, a softer mode for one child, as well as a tighter one for handling the extra weight of 2, with the result of these features being that, even though the Demi Next isn't meant to be a dedicated off-roading model, it is one of the better reversible seat options out there for tackling snow, harder cobblestones, and lighter hiking conditions. As far as use in its tandem configurations goes, the advantage to being rear loading is that the Demi Next remains more or less equally as maneuverable and easy to tip with 2 children as it is with 1, though that being said, you do lose storage, and the second seat can also sometimes impede walking, especially for parents not using the handle in its highest position. Moving on, the Vista weighs in at a lighter 12.5 kilos and folds down to a significantly slimmer 29 by 65 by 82 centimeters with the seat attached. It can take the same 22 kilos in its main seat, but has a higher weight capacity of 13.6 in the underslung storage basket. When it comes to child comfort, the Vista also has a bucket seat with an adjustable leg rest, with more or less identical upright and reclined positions, while as far as the dimensions of the seat go, it's better proportioned than the Demi Next's, being wider at 30 centimeters and having a length for the sitting surface of 101, where a slightly longer backboard, as well as the ability to raise up the canopy, provide 8 centimeters of extra room for older toddlers. And while the Vista has even more distance from the baseboard to the footrest, 47 centimeters, this added upper length means that children in the 3 to 4 year range may at least be tall enough to make use of it. Looking at other aspects of the seat, the Vista shares a lot of similar features with the Demi Next, also having textiles that are durable and premium feeling, a removable liner covering a mesh window, and a magnetic buckle and tracked shoulder straps, with the one feature in its favor being that the bumper bar does swivel 360 degrees. The Vista's canopy also provides decent sun coverage in my opinion, though it doesn't stretch quite as far when extended, has fewer ventilation panels, and doesn't have that handy inbuilt drape. For the newborn period, the Vista is compatible with an even wider range of car seats, having multiple adapters available, can use Uppababy's bassinet, which has advantages in being deeper, as well as being compatible with other Uppababy strollers, and can also fit the infant snug seat, which makes the reclined position of the seat itself newborn acceptable, thus providing a cheaper way to use the Vista for the newborn period than you can get with the Demi Next. The Vista is also tandem capable, with a rumble seat that can be attached to the front frame, as well as similarly having the capability to attach an extra bassinet or car seat, though I'd note that, unlike the Demi Next, the second seat is smaller and has less weight capacity than the main seat. Moving on to parent comfort, the Vista's handle has a lower range of handle height, between 101 and 108 centimeters, while the storage basket is even larger and more comfortable to access in my opinion, extending even further off the rear frame. As far as folding is concerned, the process is essentially identical as with the Demi Next, also requiring two hands, as well as only folding down to a single piece with the seat facing forwards, though the Vista's lighter weight and slimmer fold do make it a bit more manageable for carrying or packing in the trunk. That being said, the lack of a central crossbar does make it harder to find a good position to grip when lifting in my opinion, than with the Demi Next. When it comes to how the Vista feels to use, it's also quite sturdy feeling, and its spring-loaded support struts have more bounce than with the Demi Next suspension. But the Vista's tires are also a lot harder, as well as a little smaller, 11 inches in the back and 8 in the front, which makes the model feel stiffer and a bit more jittery in my opinion, over continuously rough ground, like old-style cobblestones and icy sidewalks for example. In addition, the seat frame also sits a little looser on the chassis, which can make it shake around more. As far as the Vista's tandem mode is concerned, despite the advantage of retaining its storage capacity, the front-loaded setup makes the Vista a lot heavier to steer and tip in tandem mode than with the Demi Next, and it also impacts its terrain capability in that the added weight in front makes it harder to wrestle your way around or over obstacles. So which one of these should you get then? Both are good models in my opinion, being more durable than average, and also essentially oriented towards the same sort of lifestyle, urban situations where you need a bit of extra terrain versatility and tend to get around a lot on foot. In general, the more manageable weight and folded size, as well as bigger seat, make the Vista a bit more recommendable for most people, though that being said, for rougher cities with a lot of snow, or places where you might need to off-road a bit more, the Demi Next can be a better choice. In any case, we hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as a sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about either of these models, we have standalone reviews that go into a lot more detail, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page, which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.